What's up, people? In this video I just want to give a quick tip on using cylinders to construct parts of the human anatomy. So when you're drawing things like limbs of the human body, oftentimes a lot of people make the mistake of drawing, say for example you have a figure. This is just a very crude sketch. You've got arms there, then you got the legs. They'll just draw a figure like that, for example. I know this is terrible, right? And it looks okay. It looks believable, but it doesn't look three-dimensional. So another excellent way of building a figure, the human form, is to use cylinders. So, for example, if you've got a human arm, I'm just going to draw that here. Again, as I showed in this demonstration, there's two ways to arm reaching out. This is a very crude drawing. I've only just started drawing, so I'm very rusty, right? That's one way, and this is another way. Using a cylinder. That's the forearm, supposed to be the forearm. That's the upper arm. But you're thinking in terms of three-dimension when you use cylinders. So it gives it more form and volume. So I'll show this example again in a more defined figure. I can pluck something out. Alright, so you've got a body there. Alright, so you've got this character's leg is going to be sticking out here. Now, I'm going to use a giant cylinder for the thigh. You can already see it looks more three-dimensional than if I was to just draw two lines. I'm trying to think in terms of it being a cylinder, and now I've got the calf and shin. Same again, obviously it's a lot smaller than the thigh, but I'm still thinking in terms of the contour of the cylinder. See that? And then this leg here, maybe it's just the knees bent or whatever. But again, always thinking in terms of cylinder, because that helps you to produce some more of a three-dimensional look. So you got one arm here. See, I almost made the mistake myself of just drawing two lines for the arms, but no, I'm going to stop myself and draw cylinder for the upper arm, and again cylinder for the forearm. And then from that basic construction, you can obviously go in and add more detail, because we obviously know that the limbs of the human body are not exact cylinders, but you're just using that as a basic construction to draw your figures. So let's say this figure's wearing like a jacket, then obviously I'm going to go in and add the detail. I've got the creases there, got the cuff link or whatever. Yeah, then you got, see that? But I've always kept that basic construction of cylinders. I'm always consciously thinking of, because it helps me to create more of a three-dimensional look to my figures. And that same principle applies with the fingers. See that? You've got small cylinders with fingers. I know that looks terrible, but this is just a quick example. Alright, so using that will always make your drawings leap off the page more so than if you was just thinking in terms of trying to get the lines down on the paper. So got a tricky figure here. Let me just quickly rough that in. Again, like I said, the same principle applies when you're drawing other parts of the body, like the fingers. The neck is just like a very short cylinder, obviously. because it's just, you know, it's just common sense. Because obviously with a cylinder, you know, it's going to go around. If this arm here had a watch on its wrist, it's going to go around. Like, obviously it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's going to go around. So you always got to think in terms of that kind of three-dimensional form. All right, so I'll just do one last example here with this what's supposed to be a dynamic figure leaping into action, but again, like I said, this is just me starting my drawings for today, so they're very rusty. All right, so you've got the arm here, cylinder. That's a very skinny arm, but cylinder. So I've just drawn like little contour lines around, and then you've got this leg lunging forward, again, cylinder, and then this leg is further back, cylinder again. See that? The knees are bent, but it's still in the basic form of a cylinder. And this knee's bent. And then again, I just use that quickly as a construction to form the leg, and then obviously I'll go in and add detail like the leg muscle. See that? And shadow and render it and whatever. But using that basic cylinder really does help. It makes a difference to drawing a figure. It really does make your figures stand out more, make it look more three-dimensional. So I would recommend using that all the time when you're drawing figures. Or always be mindful of that three-dimensional form. You don't always have to draw perfect cylinders, but just be mindful of the fact that the leg is obviously cylindrical. You know, the shin, calf muscle, it's a cylindrical form. Upper arm, forearm, everything's cylindrical when it comes to the limbs. So just be mindful of that. So yeah, that's it for this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.